happening, people over the world? Welcome back to another episode of the Whiskey and Wait Show. I am your host, Tommy Mac.
And I'm your batter host, Tyrone McKenna.
And you know the crack, we're in association with the number one whiskey
Boom.
in this country, Dragon Claw.
Get your hands on some Dragon Claw and you'll be happy.
And the matey Celt back from Portugal.
I'm sure you are all happy after...
Great to have you back.
After me not being there last week. I mean, I watched it over in Holly Pops. And,
we actually were thriving, Virgie, but
my Alex, what do you think, podcast watchers? Let me know if you think the show flopped or was a success without the better host.
Listen, that show was anything but a flop. That show was a wreck. that show had the numbers. People want it, but I'm standing by. I'll never let you go.
The only thing I will say on the Patreon was funny as fuck when you had that cinnamon thing, and I just burst out here. The dust came out. I was raging because you ran off to the side of the fucking thing.
I needed special assistance.
You could just hear you coughing and being sick, and Sean was here laughing. I was like, fuck, I wish I'd have got that on camera.
Listen, it was just...
Is it hard?
Oh, it's brutal.
Is it?
It's so brutal.
What is it? What is it, like Bernie, or is it like just dry, or what? I've always been scared.
It's hard to describe it.
I've always been scared.
So I've always been skeptical going, because cinnamon nice. Even when we opened it, it smelled nice. The room smelled nice. And then like the flavour is sweet, but I don't know. Something happens when you go to swallow and it's just like...
I actually didn't force her. I give her the option before he's all jumped down my throat. On holiday, my daughter, she's 10 years old. I gave her there was a bird's eye chili sitting there. It was pretty hot. And I said, here, €20, dare you to eat it? She said, I'll eat it. She put it in her mouth, ate it. I said, it has to be 10 crunches and then you can swallow. Crunched it. And she was like, oh sweet. 5 seconds later, crying her eyes out.
We're actually going to put a wee link in for the NSPCC.
Listen, it was her choice. She knew it was a challenge. After, she said, you know what, it was worth the 20 quid. So,
yeah.
Boom. Tyrone was the lower bird. He's seen this.
It's
like, you know what, that's not worth the 20.
Nah. How was the holidays anyway?
Do you know what? It was good. The hotels were nice. I stayed in this. I thought, you know what, we're going for a week. We're going to be 5-star resort. Be nice, all inclusive.
I'm about the best for a lady Celt.
But I wouldn't even rate that place as a 3-star. It was fucking. It was a joke.
You've had an nightmare with this holiday. First you get scammed.
I know.
Then you get put on hold.
I know.
And then you went from 5 to 3.
Well, no, it is a 5-star, but it shouldn't be. Like, see, all inclusive. I'm never going all inclusive again. The food, I swear to God, I wouldn't be able to make as bad food as it. Like, it was impossible to make food that stinking. It was mental. And it was just every morning you heard there was cute people at the reception slobbering.
Why? Because it's stinking?
Because it was stinking. It was, the hotels were nice. The swimming pool was class and all that shit. But the food, I've probably lost me.
I heard that the swimming pool in that hotel is the coldest swimming pool in Europe.
Did you hear it? I picked that up and a few people messaged me, and I swear to fuck, they must have took the water from the Antarctic and brought it the fucking there. And you can't get in it. I couldn't get.
I saw a video of you and you looked like you were loving it.
There was different. There's 4 sister hotels.
Okay.
So like you can go to the other ones, and they were actually sweet water, but the other ones are fucking ridiculous. Our one was ridiculous. And then do you know what? It just solidified how much of a freak I am a week, because.
Tell me something I don't know.
Every day something fucking weird happened. So I got a phone call from Mark Kennedy, Mark Kennedy from Dublin. And he phoned me up and he's like, here, look, there's a guy who owns a restaurant in here. He wants you and the kids to come. He's a big boxing fan. And he wants to come and have a meal. He wants to get a photo and stuff. I was like, Mark, I don't like that shit. I'm already awkward. I don't like going.
Don't like freak stuff.
I don't like freak stuff. I don't like going people that I don't actually know at all. And like, I haven't even talked to this guy. He's been like, I'm a middleman. There's a middleman. If someone wants to give me free something, mail me. But I don't like the middleman thing shit. So I was like, Mark, I don't think I like that. And he said, look, he's sound. He's a big fan. He wants you to come. He wants to enjoy his food. I was right, fuck it. And he said, look, I phoned ahead. I said, you're coming, so you may just go. And I said, right. He's already put me in it, so I have to fucking go. I said, right, I'm going to go to the bar first. I'm going to have a few pints, pluck up the curries, and then I'll go. So I had 3 or 4 pints.
And curries to go for this.
I had 3 or 4 pints, and then I said, right, Mark, I'm going to head over here now, so let the man know. And he said, right, I let him know. He said he's going to be here. And I went over. I was sitting there, sat down, I ordered drinks for me and the kids and missus, and I was like, here, is Alexander here? And they were like, the boss? And I said, yeah, the boss, is he here? He's expecting me. My friend Mark Hanley was phoning him. He said he wanted me to come, and he said, oh, we'll get the boss now. And I ordered my food and all as well, and then the boss came and he said, oh, what's happening? I said, well, I'm Mark Hanley's mate. He's like, who? I said, Mark Hanley. And he said, who's Mark Hanley? He said, Mark Hanley phoned you. He said, you're coming, you're a big you're a big boxing fan. He said, I don't really watch boxing. And I said, I went red. And I'm ready, the most awkward guy in the world. I just clicked on what the fuck Mark had done because he knows I'm an awkward cunt. And I went proper red and scunning. I'm a mate Mark, and he said I think he just clicked on it. I was getting fucked about him. Tell Mark to come next time. Maybe not send his friends. And no worries. And he walked in. I was fucking scundered.
I just imagine you panicking.
I was sweating. Fuck's sake! I flipped out.
Do you not know who I am?
I said you're a big boxing fan. So I ate my food. Had to pay for the fucking meal, which I'll be getting the money off you, Mark. You cunt. And ran out of the place, scundered. And then the next day I got up for I already looked like a freaker. Got up the next day. My kids slept about 11 every day, and so did my missus. So I got up at 7 every day, and I would go a wee walk and get a coffee and stuff, and then go get breakfast. So I went to it was an all-inclusive, obviously, so breakfast downstairs, buffet stay. Went down and went to get my wee beans and fucking sausages. Went up with my plate. And do you know the wee pans that
the fried eggs on?
Do you know the things that set things on so it stays warm and they sit and they float in the water, the hot water. So one of them was away, so they weren't all connected, but one was just away, and I was like, that'll be alright. So I dipped my spoon into the beans, and it just sank, and all the beans went everywhere, hit the sausages sank. And I started freaking out. The woman that was serving him started flipping at me in Portuguese. I didn't know what she was saying. She was going fucking mental. And I was like, So
Obrigado.
I grabbed 2 sausages and went to leg it and turned around and whacked into some fella. And his fry went up in the air. I panicked. I had a wee sausage in my hand. I just sprinted out of the fucking place. Your one coming at
You're a big super runner, I just imagine.
And I sort of barred myself from there. And I went, right, I'm not going there again because obviously I'm hated at least. And I said, right. So the next morning I got up and said, right, where am I going to go? I said, I'll go to a coffee shop. I found a wee coffee shop nearby. And I walked in and it was just Portuguese people. And I walked in, your mum was like, English? And maybe in a patriotic Irish man. No. But she was meant to speak English. Yeah. And she started speaking Portuguese to me. Maybe in a freak. Didn't want to say, I don't speak Portuguese, I speak English. So I just went, see, obrigado.
See?
Obrigado, see.
What does obrigado mean? I don't know it's Portuguese. Thank you.
But it was like obrigado, and then I think she was saying, see. And I laughed. I was going
Every
down.
guy in the bar's turning around, giving you a thumbs up.
I was
like
just,
he's covering the thing. Obrigado.
And I know, like, a few words in Spanish, Portuguese, whatever fucking it was. I was like, I was like,
55 coffees? What?
I was like, cafe con leche, obrigado. And do you know what? By the way, if you ever want to try and fit in with speaking languages, I've mastered a secret technique I've accustomed over the years. Is you just be lazy at saying stuff. Instead of saying obrigado, you just go obrigado. And they go, like see someone in English, see someone that speaks English, they go, thank you. Or you go, thanks. You're going to go, right, he's speaking, he's not.
What if somebody's going, and she's saying in Portuguese, what can I get you, sir? And you're going, Obrigado.
No, that's what you say. See, you can listen. There's just
That's how you fit it, lads. Just
It's like there's somebody here like we like Portuguese fella, no drinks on Springfield Road, and it's like Irish avocado. That's all he says.
Listen. There's a special skill that you know kind of when to say thank you or when to say see. So you just say there's a couple of words you just have to say. So she says two, and you go cafe con leche, obrigado, and then just walk away.
What's two mean?
Two means you.
Alright.
Come on, you gotta pick up the wee. You gotta pick up the wee. I barely know anything, by the
I went
way.
to Portugal twice and all seems Irish people.
But anyway, so she's speaking to me Portuguese, and every morning I had to go to this place and pretend I was Portuguese. And the third time,
They probably knew, don't know. Everyone laughing soon to see you come in. There's big Obrigadsy.
Well, here. I'll say something to him.
you have a tiny dick, obrigado. But then the third day, my son, I put up stories, in the morning of me going walks on the beach and stuff, and they were like, "Oh, looks fucking lethal. I want to get up one morning." So I was like, "Fuck it, you can get up with me." I got him up in the morning with me. We went on our walk, and then we went to the Portuguese cafe, and obviously.
You're in there
I'm
giving
in there giving obrigados and twos and fucking cafe con leche. And
What's a cafe con leche?
Coffee with milk. Or coffee with milk, sorry. And I was like, cafe con leche, and he's like, "Daddy, why are you speaking Portuguese for?" And the woman looked at me, and was like, "English?" And I went, "I speak English, like." So I had to bar myself from her because she just looked at me
Turn her leg.
It's a freak.
We better compromise. Abort.
But anyway, we'll continue on with freak stories.
Let's go.
So this is
Tales
this
from
is one that's
Portugal.
actually been going on for a few years.
This should be your autobiography.
I know.
Freak Tales.
So-
Tyrone McKenna.
This has been going on for a few years, and I knew it was weird for a while, but I didn't think much of it. So when I'm bored, there's this guy that mails me some weird shit.
Son, everybody stopped this back in Bible.
Right, so I was lying there one night after I got home at about 10 or 11 most nights, and I was lying there, and Trina was like, "What are you doing?" I said, "I'm just mailing this fella," and she was lying beside me, and she was reading the mails of what we were saying. I'm gonna read something for you.
Son,
And let's be
remember we
honest.
talked about this months ago?
This
He
guy-
was talking about he knew the fella on MSN. He knew it was a man sending the messages,
Yeah,
but he just went with it anyway.
yeah. So this is basically the same kind of thing.
The hell of it. Your man's been grooming you from then to now.
Well, so this guy emails me all the time, but I never reply. He emails me constantly, and I'll just say, "Good morning, mate. Flat out. How's the holiday? Where are you?" And I'll never mail. But sometimes, every now and again, I'm bored in the house or on holiday there. I'm like, "Fuck, I'll give you an email back from a wee bung." So he'll say, "Hello, good morning, mate." And I said, "Well, what's happening?" He said, "Do you watch any porn on the phone on your hotel room to wank off?" And I said,
Jesus Christ, Tyrone.
this is where it gets weird.
This is where it gets weird.
I say,
Start off with.
all the time, mate. Would you not ask your wife to night wank you off? I said, sometimes, but I like it myself. And he said, "Oh, I understand. Would you ever wank in school when you were in school back in the day?"
I had to take her phone off me. This is unbelievable.
I was stitches reading it all out. The Trina's traumatized, sitting there going, "What the fuck is going on?" I said, "This happens every few months." I just feel this guy random shit, and he'll ask how much, and he always brings it back to the school days. Do you wank off in school?
Did he go to your school?
We were all, no, I don't know who he is. He has one picture.
Well, then,
He's one picture
you know, here it is.
of himself, and that's his name. But he's like,
He's going to turn up one day and be like, "I don't remember." It's going to be like, "Remember Miss Cleary's class?" You were wanking at the pack of biology.
Fuck. Tyrone, you need to listen. I'm making an executive decision. Knock this in the head of immediate effect. This has to stop.
It does have to stop, you know. But it's just too
Stops
funny.
now. Like, Tyrone, just imagine it.
That's what my bird was like. Imagine you like win a world title or something, all this shit comes out, and I said, don't really care. I'll put it on my podcast next week. I literally didn't
I'm
think
gonna get a headache game.
I didn't think it was mad enough to say
Control the
it.
story.
I didn't think it was mad enough to say on the podcast, but it turns out it is. So there you go. That's what I was doing.
Well,
That.
Tyrone, it doesn't get much matter. You're a heterosexual male, married with 2 children, on a family holiday, mailing some man about masturbating. Come on, lad.
It was
Come
weird.
on, bro.
It is weird, I suppose. But do you know what?
It stops now.
It stops there. Okay.
Listen, you know who you are. Cut it in.
Knock it in the head, son.
It's your last warning. You've been told.
But what's happening to you this week? That was my holidays. But do you know what?
Yeah, Tyrone, seems like your holiday took a turn for this way. You're letting on to be Portuguese. You get found out, then you went the next way. You start getting perved. Start getting gripped.
Listen, Grimm's a Grim.
Grims.
But you know, I was buzzing to see my dog when I got home, and when I got home, he was muzzled up. He's a muzzle on him now, and I'll tell you why.
You want to get a fucking pair of handcuffs on?
No,
him,
do you know why? I was out walking. I was out walking him 3 weeks ago, and I was walking up Bandytown, and this big, it was in the pitches, and this big Dulax dog. Do you know a big old
I know
sheep
what you're
dog?
talking
Big,
about,
they're big dogs. Like, if you haven't seen one in real life, they're big dogs. Came sprinting from the top pitch right down to the bottom pitch, sprinting. My dog's on the lead, obviously, because he's crazy, and this dog, massive dog, he was down for one thing on his mind, and that was rape. he had sex and intercourse on his mind, and that was it. He ran down to Beamish and gripped him, bear hugged him, started banging the life at him, and we fucking
This
Beamish.
is 2023.
We Beamish
Love is love,
We
Tyrone.
Beamish trying to get away. He was panicking. He was, he was screaming.
Sure, he was trying to get away. He was flick that wee tail. Get it? Oh.
Is that your flashlight? And I grabbed it, I tried to tree him off, and I couldn't. And the owner was running down because he's seen what was happening. But he was far away. And I was sprinting down. I grabbed him, trying to get him off, and we Beamish bum busted. And he hadn't been the same since. And any dog comes near my dog now, he's worried.
Flicking the tail up.
He's worried. He's worried of the dog, and he's panicking. It was an agonising time for me as an owner to see my son.
Tyrone, just accept your son. Like I said, he's gay.
He's getting that treatment on holiday.
Do you know what happened with my dog? R.I.P. Rocco, the
Yeah,
greatest
you
dog
hate
of
him.
all
You give him
time.
away.
No,
I
didn't give
hate
him
that
away.
you bring up Rock all the time when you literally give him away.
I didn't
a
give him
month
away.
before he died.
No, I didn't give him
did?
away. My wife.
Was he
listen,
in your house?
My
Were you his
wife
owner?
was having a baby, so he was going round the corner with a guy who I know to stay in the interim stages. So you hated Rocco, but it's alright. Rocco was loved.
But he
I loved
wasn't.
him.
He wasn't your dog when he died.
He's my
give
dog.
him
Tyrone,
away.
I didn't give him away. Anywho, let's not get in this debate.
I wouldn't give
before
him
start
away to
crying.
animal.
Was somebody's gonna take him? Big Dulax dog. But I brought my dog up anyway, the breed. If I wanted to breed his bits with Rocco. 'Cause Rocco was a cracker. The best
He
ball
was
stop
good.
you ever seen.
He looked well.
And so he was about 4 maybe. A virgin. Brought him up.
Virgin.
This is his first breeding season. So the bits was in heat, and Rocco, he looked like he was the best looking dog ever.
That bitch in heat.
She was all for it, right? But Rocco didn't know what to do.
Couldn't step up.
So
to the
then,
plate. sounds like me on my first encounter.
I know, she actually got on top of Rocco. She mounted Rocco and started humping Rocco. And
Love is love.
I turned around to the guy who owned the bits, I was like, what's going on here? He went, I don't know, I've never seen that before. He says, fuck me, is this normal? He says, I think she's just trying to show him what to do.
Fuck's sake.
And then Rocco was embarrassed me, and I was like, can dogs speak? And he went, well, by the looks of it, they can. So this bitch was, like, I brought Rocco up, the impregnated her. She ended up getting on top of Rocco. And then it was embarrassing for me, like, and then eventually he had to go, but he mustn't have liked it. And then she got her back on top again, so we rescheduled for another day to come up and try and get the breeding going. And then
He couldn't do it.
he didn't know what he was at. And then,
Do you know what? He's a very lazy dog as well.
I
But
know. But see, you know what?
wouldn't
The thing,
go
you have to
walks.
show the dog breeders. I couldn't do it, but because they were up there and he wasn't capitulating, the guy, an outside breeder come in who seemed like a professional. He started to give Rocco a wank. Give him your mate's friggin' details that they can talk about it. He started friggin' pulling Rocco's tower, and
he did. What? So he's definitely gay now.
they called his sperm in a wee bag, and then he got like a syringe thing, sucked it up, and then artificially inseminate the woman, and then
Rocco's going through fucking
after all that, the bitch didn't get pregnant.
Serious? Did you get paid?
No, should have get paid for what? To watch Rocco making a fool of me. I should have paid him. Tyrone up there with a bull staff back
happy
there.
ending.
Love this dog, it's fucking powerful. Next thing, the fucking bitch is on him.
He's got a massage and a happy ending.
Unreal.
Shooting blanks.
Unreal. So it's an embarrassing episode.
What happened to Rocco again?
He had no bullets in the chamber.
You got put down.
He didn't get put down. It's actually traumatic. And they'll turn trying to laugh. Rocco,
You let him go.
no, listen, he just died, okay? He just died.
Well, I've got a big
Don't wanna get into it.
big weekend coming up. For the first time, you've done it already because you've done it in Sean Fenton's place. Leg waxing. I'm doing it for Noah Donohue's
Just a
fundraiser for Noah Donohue.
Justice for Noah.
Yep. I forget where it is. I should really plug it on this. I'll try and remember where it is. Come and watch it. Donate. But I'm getting waxed. I'm very scared of it. I've never got waxed before.
It's pain, trust me.
But it's the legs just so.
See Shauna, and shout out Shauna Fenton in Hot's Beauty. They were very good. She used the good wax.
Right.
She said
So
if she
the
had,
good
if she had
wax
to
is-
use the cheap stuff, it would have been a lot more painful. So hopefully they used little brand wax for you, because I want you to be squirming.
Pain. It's me and Potty. You didn't get the call.
Listen, I already got wax. People don't want to see that again.
Fuck, your hair's grew back like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Fully.
fully
Would you go and
back.
get it again?
I actually liked it, you know, and but nah, my wife wasn't having it.
Well,
She takes a real man, you know.
what's it doing with you?
Oh, but leave the jokes to me, McKenna, right?
But yeah, if you got time on Saturday, 22nd it is. So
What time?
7 o'clock. I forget. I'm gonna find
In
it.
the evening?
Yeah, it's the night
Is
time.
it 7 o'clock in the morning?
Why would it be 7 o'clock in the morning in a bar? Raging alcoholics.
Anyway, I was on the phone to my accountant this last year, and he was like, "Red, tell me, ring me tomorrow at 8 o'clock. I have a few things to do, so 8 o'clock." I don't know why I assumed 8 a.m. So I get up in the morning and phone him. He's like, "What is it?" I says, "You told me to ring you at 8. 8 o'clock at night, you fucking
Who was this?
How you can 8 o'clock at night, you fucking bull.
Well, to be honest, I would have said
I
8 in the
would've
morning if it
thought,
was about accounting. I mean,
Yeah, I
not
don't-
8 o'clock at night. That's when
I know.
Everywhere's closed.
Shop. I know.
fuck's sake. But no.
But yeah, it's good. I'm glad to have you back, Tyrone. You don't realise that us two are actual real best friends since people have been saying, especially with the podcast, is getting a bit more popular. You're actually mates. But this is from,
spoke a couple
From
all an act.
02. It's
Irish,
all an act.
Irish guys ran up to me on holidays. There's Tommy McCarthy.
I'm so glad.
There's Tommy McCarthy. I think it was because of how tan I got. I guess we're the same colour. But I was like, look, I know I got a tan, but I'm not a
You
Tommy.
actually sent me a video of it on Instagram.
I'm not Tommy McCarthy. And they're like, nah, I'm only saying, we know you're Tyrone, but what's a podcast?
If people come to me, Tyrone, can I get a picture? So I'm not Tyrone, but you can get a picture.
Yeah, so shout out to him.
Racist.
Shane Jack. Racist.
Shut up, racist. Shut up, racist.
I've had to correct a few people like.
It's
They
funny.
go to me
Stop.
like. There's been twice somebody. They're like, cause a load of times people like say like, I like the podcasts and all. Don't like to say about my blood, whatever. And,
Yeah.
and you make whiskey and white as well. And I go, aye. And they're going like, and then they say Tyrone. And when they mean you, and I go like, no, Tommy.
Racist. That's how you find them out.
Racist.
I mean, even last
White racist.
even last week. Even last week, someone said, at Weed and Whiskey or at Weed and Wade show was brilliant, and I just said, people see colour and they hear what they want to hear.
They hear what they want to hear.
But
Did you meet anyone on holiday? Locals?
at the Portuguese coffee shop. No, see, I don't like talking to people.
I know you don't.
So
That's
people,
what throws people off you. Loads of people have come up to me, and because you're a big character, and obviously when we're all here together, we're all comfortable with each other, so you can be yourself. And like you say, you need a couple of drinks before you can even go and get a complimentary meal. That's how nervous you are.
or not, and not complimentary me.
And when people go to me, fuck, I seen Big Tyrone. He's odd, like, isn't it? He's a shy guy. But they're expecting the madness all the time.
So like a few people did come up to me and were trying to be mates with me, even in the hotel.
And you're going,
Trina, they're talking to you.
See that stories. I'll just buy have a fucking one where he got stitched up in that restaurant. See, anytime you are like going up to collect something for like free, or somebody's been like here, I'll put tickets on the door, I'll put your name on the door or something, like us at the Odyssey. But like so many times that's happened to me, you go up and you see trying to tell somebody
yeah.
I can't do
That's
it.
why John can't do it without me, because I don't mind.
I had this guy I met over. He was a tuk-tuk driver, and he didn't even know who I was or anything. He didn't follow boxing or podcast or anything. He was just a legend, and he always used to stop and see my kids. We all got all along with him. He loved us. So every time he'd stop, we'd go, here, jump in, I'll flies down and stuff. And then he asked me for his Instagram, I gave him, and he was like, fuck me, you're fucking famous boxer and podcast and all that shit. And he's buzzing because he does boxing and or trains boxing. And he started giving us free lessons. Anytime he did give us free lessons, I'd throw a wee tenner at him, there you go, or 20 quid to him, and it probably didn't cost that much. He's like, no, and I was always throwing him fucking extra cash.
See, we were in London, and we got one of the tuk-tuk things, remember?
That's
A
right.
Pakistani guy, and we were talking. I don't even really watch cricket, but anytime I meet someone from Pakistan, I just go, do you like cricket? What about us? Because remember Ireland beat Pakistan in the World Cup about 4 years ago, probably longer.
Way longer.
And I just throw it up, but I said, how much is this? Like, £50. Me, get that.
£50?
That's what he tried to say. Me, here, just pull over here, we'll jump off. And then
Is that how much that was?
that's what he tried to do. And then I was like, listen, you're getting that score quid and that's it. He was like, no, honestly, look, I go with this bank machine. I'm not giving you £50, no way. And then Tyrone's like, oh no, we have to give him a tip. We give him a tip. So I gave him a score, and then I think Tyrone gave him a score in on top of it. So should have just gave him the 50 quid. Fuck's sake.
I don't even remember that night. So
Yeah, we was
that stage.
drinking, smoking, straight West Coasting.
Yeah.
But nah, see when you go away on holiday and you meet people from certain places, you always just, well, I do this, throw out a random name from I'm from Dublin. Like,
That happened to me.
do you know Stevie?
That happened to me, and I went out for the dairy match, and sat down. There's a guy from Donegal, And I was like, do you know Willie McLaughlin? And he's like, Bill, I'm his
You
coach.
know,
I'm his coach. I'm his football coach. And I said, fuck off, are you? And he said, who are you? And I said, Tyrone McKenna. He said, fuck, I thought it was you. But I didn't want to say in case it wasn't. And I said,
Thought it was Tommy McCarthy.
he said, you got married. You got married in Ballymena, and he went it, didn't he, last year? And I was like, oh, fuck. You've got married on you.
Oh.
And then I was like, do you know, John, you just... Irish people group
Just
up
start
and they just started naming people.
Naming everyone to know from
Actually, I was like, do you know John Hutchie? I know him. And fucking Jason Boyd, anyone from Donegal, I knew. I just fucking fired out.
We were at one ME concert with my wife, and there was this woman from Scotland over started honking this. She's like, do you know Stuart? Like, where's he from? I think he's from Glasgow somewhere. Stuart, where's Stuart? He's just my football mate, we dad mate from Stuart O'Brien.
Oh, fuck,
but
yours.
I don't think the Scottish are on the same wavelength as us.
I had a wee awkward convo in New York. I was in the one of them dollar pizza shops.
Great.
Great, they are
1
good.
in the morning, and like the fella behind the counters, no, like talking to me. It was just me and him. I was going, "Whereabouts are you from?" I was like, "Ireland." And he's like, "Oh, Ireland." Like, cause it was dead awkward. It was just like so quiet, and I was going, "Whereabouts are you from?" And he says, "Pakistan." And I was like, "Ah, great." And I went quiet, and he just went, "Cricket." I was like, he's like, "Do you like cricket?"
I love it.
I don't like cricket. I was like, "Nah, I don't really watch cricket." And he's like, "Alright." And he's like, "Ireland, good cricket team?" And I was like, "I think so." I was like, using somebody at cricket.
That's why I don't like talking to people on holiday. See, after you've had the initial, how long are you here for? How you enjoying your holiday? There's fuck all to talk to you about. It's dead, and then you have nothing to talk about, and you're just standing there in a weird atmosphere, weird company, and you have to stay there for another because you're in the same hotel.
I know.
So you're sitting there
You
for
keep walking past
and then you walk
them.
past, you see each other in breakfast. You go, oh well, Josh. Like someone sat me and he was covered in tattoos, and I was covered in tattoos. Like, well, I love your tattoos. He's like, class tattoos as well. Talk and then nothing, and we couldn't talk about anything else. Then he walked away. Every day we'd see each other, and I'd say, "Well, Josh," and he'd say, "Well, Tyrone, well, Josh," and that's all we could say.
I don't mind. I like meeting new people, but if I want to be family holiday, I always don't want to get tied in with another family because then like I don't want to. It hasn't happened, touch wood, but I say it and people have told me, like you end up meeting with our family, and then it turns into big double family outings and all.
Yeah, that's what
I don't want that.
Don't want that. I've seen a few Irish ones just grouped together in, and I think they were trying to
get the
us
phone
in.
and pretend to look at something you're walking past.
They were trying to get a bit. They came
Hello?
up.
Oh yeah. Fuck.
They came and they were talking to us for a while, and I was like, right, they were sound as fuck, but I was like, fuck, I don't want to be glassed onto a full family holiday with our family. So I had the nice brief encounter with them. They're sound as fuck, and then I skedaddled.
And then you were up getting out of cafe Montbelato.
Yeah, did you see me busting out my singing on Holly Pops?
Nah.
You did? You fucking comment on it? Pina Colada?
Oh, aye.
Do you not see it?
On the karaoke?
Aye. I had the place pumping.
If you happy,
Tell you what, the only people who was getting up was me and my two kids.
Supporting.
And my two kids are terrible, but they obviously think they're lethal because obviously I've said that before about their.
Shane Todd friggin'.
I've seen Todd put him on blast. I didn't even have the heart to tell him. I didn't, but I was like,
the kids love Shane Todd.
I know.
Everyone loves Shane Todd.
And I said, fuck, my kid was there, but I was talking.
Like, what did Shane say?
I was talking to the trainer. I was like, fuck, did you see what Shane said about Tyrone? And I was like, wait, what did he say? And Tyrone singing, and then he was like, well, what did he say? And I didn't have the heart to say anything.
He said he was fantastic.
He just said, I was brilliant, but he can sing better. So can you video him and say, at least at least my singing's better than your jokes? And I made him say that. And he was wondering why he had to say it. But it's because Shane absolutely ripped him apart.
Roasted him. What did he say? Tyrone roasted his son on our podcast.
And you know what?
He's right. That guy sucks.
Poor Tyrone. All he wants to be is a singer.
That's not true.
I was sitting the other night in the house, and I was flicking through all wee stories on my phone, and I was going through earphones, and the girl was sitting beside me. And you called him a wee Jenny Ann push-up prom. I was like, the other side is the thing, she just started pissing herself. And ever since then, we've been going, fuck off, you wee Jenny Ann push-up prom.
Tommy,
That's copyright.
you're getting slated in that house.
Fuck's sake. They're McDonald's.
They're backstabbing you.
I've never heard push-up prom out of
It's your granny, she said, wasn't it?
No, that's an original piece.
Is it?
I mean, yeah.
That's a good one.
It is good. But did you do any shows while it was away?
There was one show we get cancelled. Nah.
Nothing. You're flopping it now. You can't get a booking.
Dry spell. But now I'm doing a show on Friday night in Lisburn. Star-studded lineup.
Who?
Pete Giffen,
Oh.
Willie Thompson,
Oh,
and
fan
there's
favorites.
somebody else. I can't remember. But I know the other person is a big star.
Must be that big. He fucking forgot
Let me
you.
check. Let me
That's
just double
weird.
check. Let me double check it.
Listen, he isn't big enough for you to remember, then he's not big enough to get a shootout.
This is all staying in the show, but
Yeah, that's staying. Oh no, there is. Oh, it's Aaron Butler
Arn. Listen,
and
I wouldn't be happy at.
no,
and Ian Thompson.
fuck,
Ian Thompson's funny as fuck.
lads.
Sorry, lads. Do you know what? I just knew who was on it off the top of my head because Pete only mentioned, yeah, me and Willie's doing this gig. So any discrepancies taken up with GIF. But yeah,
There's actually a lot of shows coming up in Belfast in the next month.
I don't know.
You're flat. Maybe you're flat to the mat.
Or maybe, but
I see
trying
you're
to
back
go
in
on.
training.
I'm training like fuck
What's that about? Just
because you know
you hoping to get back in the saddle?
you gotta stay ready. So you
I'm
don't
back.
have to get ready.
I've actually got back in the training this week. Well, I'm back in. I've been actually training over in, which is the first for me, training on my holidays. It's fucking tough. But
Run there to all the places after Obrigadsy.
he's away running.
He's not running. He's a track star.
But
What are you running?
see, oh my god! But I was training my holidays. I've hopefully, I say every week. I've been saying for the last 4 weeks I'll have news this week released. But I'm praying to God this is the week that it does get released. There has been drips and drabs released that I'm fighting in Dublin. Hasn't said the date. Hasn't said who. Haven't said what title. But it is a big title. It's a great fight. The guy that I'm supposed to be fighting is just a come forward war brawler. So that'll be a bloodbath. So I'm going to be preparing.
Please not. Please,
I'm
God.
just waiting for you to tell him
Throwing
something good.
stick to your fucking boxing.
Yeah.
And there's no point in falling on deaf ears.
Boxing
Blood
smacks
look at
him.
him. He's
Boxing
freaking.
smacks him. It's all about the blood. And listen, it's going to be a great fight once it's hopefully released.
Yeah, well, and you know,
Touch wood and hope
Yeah.
it's going to be done.
like
Released
Tyrone
this
was
week.
saying, he's been saying the last lot of weeks, he's waiting on a release date. I've been saying as well, I'm training. I'm in full-time training at the minute. Getting ready for
What's your weight
something.
like?
Weight's good. Everything's good.
How weight? What's your weight like?
It's
Every
good.
boxer says it's good, but what's your weight like?
It's very good.
No weight's fucking
What's
digress.
your weight like?
I'm a stone over just.
I've
I've been dad now, you clean.
I'm been clean as well. Let's see my skin's shining. I'm glowing. My clothes
I'm
all
glowing.
fit again. I feel in good shape.
Yeah,
I'm ready for a photo
see
shoot.
what you have like when you month for training, your clothes start fitting better, don't they?
Anybody want me for a video, music video? Just a
We were actually supposed to do
Search
our own
party?
music video.
search party? I bet that. No. I actually like search party.
Yeah.
Search party. Listen,
What do you mean
they're
you
up.
actually like search?
Because he doesn't like white boy music. You're a white
It's that man to hang, you know. But search party is, I've said it, they're the Irish answer to the Red Hot Chilies, that funk rock
100%.
kind of. So make sure you go and stream them up.
Yeah.
He's hit 10K or
On one of the songs
Yeah.
by Amsterdam.
Amsterdam. What's that about?
smoking weed.
Funny story, actually.
Is there?
Yeah.
Okay, I guess
It's
is
a
it?
good story because we all done like it was our first like lads holiday sort of thing when we
Great
like,
time. Great time when you get your first
and
lads trip.
and we went away, and it was 3 of the lads from the band actually went, and like a load of our other mates as well, and we went away to Amsterdam, and it was a fucking nightmare of a holiday, but it was funny. There were so many stories from it, but one of them is that we were sitting in like a wee cafe, like
It's blazing
it up, you know, and we could see our mate. He just wasn't like getting involved in the crack. Just all night he was just sitting there like sort of detached from everybody, and he was like no on his phone like looking stuff up, and then I was like, what are you at? No, what's wrong with you?
Yeah.
And I looked, and he was like looking up no directions back to our apartment.
Yeah.
And our apartment, like, my mate fucking booked it, and he had a nightmare because he booked it on the other side of fucking water from Amsterdam.
So it was like
away
away from everything.
Took you an hour on the bus.
Fuck.
You had to go underneath the tunnel and all. And then when you got off
That's
the bus,
something Tommy do just to get a cheaper hotel.
That's exactly
what big
happened.
here. What big here? This is
You
great.
know what it was like as well?
I wouldn't
it was
book
in
anyway. I don't like the kind of responsibility.
It was in like a mill. It was like staying in something like this.
Fuck.
And all
That'd
the
be good.
furniture was like meant to look modern, right? But it was just to be a fucking cheap thing.
Yeah.
But all the furniture was all made out of cardboard.
Fuck.
Jeez.
All the beds and all.
What do you mean the beds are made out of cardboard?
It was they made it no sound like renewable material, and you're like, nah, it's just
It's
fucking
cardboard.
cardboard. So fucking hotel situation or the apartment situation was a fucking mess. No, like, and see when you got up in the morning, there was like no things like this going on in the other units. No, like people's businesses and all,
Yeah.
like right beside you. But he was looking up directions to the apartment, and this is 8 o'clock at night. I was going, why are you going back to the apartment for? You going home? He says, no, I just need to grab something from my bag and I'll be back out. And it's like, you go back to the apartment, you're not getting back out here until 10:30, 11 o'clock. I was like, you're a madman. And he was like, no, I just need to get it. And I was like, what do you need? Like, can you not get it in the shop or something? And he's like, don't matter. And he's like, I need to get more money. I was like, I'll lend you fucking money. What do you need money for? And then he got like a wee smirk. And I was like, you're looking to fucking get a hooker. and then so then we all started pushing him, like slagging him, going like, gee, like, and we says,
Simp.
we're like, we'll lend you the money, we'll fucking get you. He said, we're like, no fucking bother. And he's like, no, it's alright, I'll just get it my own. Like, we'll lend you the money. For fuck's sake, come on. Like, leave them slips. And then we talked him into it. And he's like, right, alright, we'll go. He's like, I need a wee drink before I fucking go.
Yeah.
So we got a few pints in them. And then we were like, right, come on. We were like, right, but see, since we're lending you the money, we get the pick. And,
Oh, Jesus.
but so we started going, but we didn't pick for him. We're letting him just pick. But he's been the fussiest cunt ever. No, like, he's just going, he made us walk like about 3 laps of red light district.
I've
and he
never
wouldn't
even
pick.
been to Amsterdam,
And,
but I've watched it on TV.
And he was like, he wouldn't pick him. We were like, hurry up, for fuck's sake, come on here. And then he eventually walked past. We got bored of it. No, at the start it was funny. No, like, oh, here, what about her? No, like, and then we just got bored, and he was walking ahead of us a wee bit, and we were just talking amongst ourselves. And next minute we just saw him like going down the street and going like, lads, that's the one.
Some
Like,
fella, was it?
and we were like, yeah, go ahead. And we started cheering and all. And he walked in the door. My arm mate turned around and goes like, what one he going to her?
Was it a fella?
And I was like, that one down the end. It was like a wee side street. And he's like, fuck, not that one, is it? And I was like, yeah. And he says, that's a blue light.
What's that mean?
I was like, what's the difference? It's like, blue light isn't a fucking girl.
What is it?
It's like a trans.
Transvestite?
Fuck.
Like,
Did he know it?
And you wrote a song about it, and now you're right them on the fucking podcast, everything.
and
Pussy Patrol, baby.
I was like, does he know it?
Blue lights.
And then we just saw him bolting out the door past us. And we were like, lad, fuck, you alright? And he just like found them attractive, you know what I mean? And he says he was waiting for somebody. He was walking past now. I was like, no, not bothered.
You
We're
put
just
him
standing
under so much pressure. You sure this dead were long?
there. I know, he says he was waiting on somebody going, come in.
I had it, yes.
But he just didn't know, you know what I mean? He just had no idea. Because they were wearing like, you know, lingerie and then like he says just like put his hand on their wab and then he's like fuck, and then ran out.
I hope that's your flashlight.
And we were like, here, don't worry, like, don't be freaking out, like, we won't say to nobody.
We'll just make a song about it.
And then he's like, fuck that. He says,
my friend was getting some dick.
In the blue light.
And he's like, here, fuck that. Like, tell anybody you want. That's good.
That's funny. I love telling people cringy stories. Who gives a fuck? It's your male prostitutes.
101.
Yeah.
A women's.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I think, but I don't think
women could just
women
get sex.
don't want don't use them for sex as much. They use them for like companionship. They'll go like pay them to go to dinner and all, and bring them to events.
More like
and shit like
escorts.
that. Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. That would make sense, but like a woman could just get on a guy they wanted in one night. Like it's pretty straightforward for them. But I think we're talking enough shit this week.
We've aired it. Sean's made.
I'm back. The funniness is back.
Back like he never left. It's good to see you.
I'm a poster. Dare I say the poster this week said I'm the better half?
No, but go ahead.
The poster.
He come with the said.
You know, it said the poster for the waxing thing. I really loved it. It said the better half of the Whiskey and White show is getting waxed. So shout out Demons because they all realise who's the GOAT. But
Racist alert.
Shut up, racist. Shut up, racist.
Racist. Shout out for watching. Love it. Like, subscribe, share, tell your friends, tell your mother, tell your sister, tell your brother.
Tell your friend, tell your wife, tell
yeah.
everybody.
Thanks for coming.
Subscribe to the Patreon as well.
Patreon, big one. Definitely. And get your tickets for the live. But most important, the Patreon. We need people signing up. We're
Glenn told you
every week we're doing action-packed stuff. I don't think any
above
other,
and beyond.
I don't think any other podcast is doing what we're doing.
No, it's not.
So
come and have a look and have a laugh. And also, people have been asking me about a Whiskey and White. Do we have a social media account? We have Whiskey and White on TikTok. That's the only joint one that we have. So hit that on TikTok. We have a Whiskey and White Instagram, but it has one post.
Thomas forgot the password. I said I was going to start using it.
But we don't even... Tyrone wants to use it. You spend enough time on the phone.
But anyway, thanks for joining these lessons.